Be welcome your bones. They will welcome your dumb.
Worse than previously estimated. Much worse. We have this new report coming out overnight.
You was not even using.
Yeah, what?
Emerging epidemic.
If it doesn't affect you personally, it will affect you indirectly by someone you know, someone in your family, which is just going up much more.
The problem just keeps getting worse. This is terror from within. This is a real epidemic.
They'll come with a gun.
Kids are being told the biggest lie in their lives.
She cannot calm herself.
I can't ready up.
In the last quarter century, the number of overweight children has grown from 1 in 20 to nearly 1 in 5. Used to be you'd have 1 or 2 heavy-set kids in class. Now we get 8 or 10.
This year, for the first time in
So good.
more people die from the effects of obesity than from starvation. This has ramifications far beyond obesity itself. Smoking. The cost of this is about
$500 billion in additional health care costs. $500 billion.
the American Academy of Family Physicians partnered up with Coca-Cola.
You think it's a conflict of interest?
I hope that the American Academy of Family Physicians is looking for ways to...
Researchers say obesity is causing more and more cases of cancer and is now catching up to smoking.
It started out as a small story. I had no idea I'd be talking about weight gain and obesity my entire career.
What is that noise?
And solutions for over 30 years.
I'm doing a live stream, so you need to be quiet.
That ignited over the weight problem.
It will never look like that again.
First came the magazines, then the talk shows,
How was the diet?
No.
and now our epidemic is entertainment on network television. How is this still an issue, much less a worldwide epidemic? We get new solutions every day. Everything in the grocery store is made with less fat and fewer calories, and yet our kids keep getting bigger and sicker. It makes no sense.
Is there a link between our ever-expanding waistlines and the government's own dietary guidelines?
And that got me thinking, what if the solutions weren't really solutions at all?
The Bush administration is resisting a plan from the World Health Organization to fight obesity.
What if they were actually making things worse?
There are a very high percentage of young people overweight because of a number in our country in the last several years.
What if our whole approach to this epidemic has been dead wrong?
Where are we going? Okay, we're going there.
Sorry. Okay. That fat people were just made to be fat.
This is my loot.
And I don't think that's true.
Why is that funny?
And I know it's hard because I'm still overweight. And right now I feel like I always will be.
Why you take all my loot, brother?
Why do you not eat vegetables? Why? You just say you don't, but you don't have a reason. What's the reason? Being in the South, we eat a lot of fattening things. We eat macaroni and cheese, fried cube steak, fried chicken, and that's what we're used to. That's what I've grown up doing. I've done what my parents done. My parents have done what they've done. It's passed on from generation. And once you start overeating, it becomes a worse habit, and it just grows.
Whoa.
The first time that I think he ever mentioned the teasing, calling him fat or something, I think he was probably around the age of 8. Some girls told him they wanted to see how fast he could run, and he ran. And later, another girl came to him and told him that they were laughing at him and they just wanted him to run so they could see his fat shape. These things that say about that for so long.
I'm 15 and I weigh around 250 pounds. I'd like to lose about 50 to 55 pounds. I could do several things. Maybe I could play football or play baseball. I've always had an interest in baseball.
We talk about it a lot. And I was overweight at his age. Some other things that are more important. I really think he's always okay. I just think he doesn't know how to do it.
Everybody else doesn't look at it as that. I look at it as I'm humanity, and they just look at it as it's just another thing.
Those are obese for two reasons. They have voracious appetites and they don't exercise enough.
Every day I get on the field.
It's her fault.
Come on. Come on.
Eat less.
Every day.
It's all about personal responsibility, about willpower. That's the message that's been pushed on us.
I want to see you all moving, all right?
Forget about it.
Eat less and exercise more has been the common sense answer to unwanted weight for more than half a century. This was science, and it started with a math. The year was 1953. Up until this point, exercise had been considered taboo. Doctors even warned it would cause heart attacks and diminish your sex drive. Then came Dr. Jean Mayer, a French physiologist who would become the foremost expert on obesity in the U.S. He noted that large lab mice ate virtually the same amount as smaller mice, but the big ones weren't nearly as active afterwards. Mayer's conclusion? Lack of exercise must be related to weight gain. His findings sparked a fitness revolution.
This is where you come and punish yourself for fun. Or rather, for your health.
Here we go now. We're going to step apart together. To the right.
By the time Jane Fonda became the face of fitness, Americans were spending billions of dollars trying to lose weight. But as more and more people began exercising, more and more waistlines grew out of control. Between 1980 and 2000, fitness club memberships more than doubled across the United States. During that same time, the obesity rate also doubled. A decade later, 2 out of every 3 Americans were either overweight or obese. So how is it possible that the enormous rise of the fitness revolution almost exactly mirrored the rise in obesity rates?
Something is making that happen. The question is, how is that happening in Malaysia, Saudi Arabia, Norway, South Africa, and everywhere else?
How?
We have obesity.
How we are good.
They tell you that they're supposed to diet and exercise. So how are politicians to continue to espouse this?
No.
Diet and exercise, you are what you eat, it's your fault, is absolutely beyond me.
Girl, I can detect the Michigan man.
I am 12 years old and I weigh 212 pounds. My doctors have said that I am statistic. I don't really know what it means. I think it has something to do with my weight. They normally say that I'm just supposed to eat healthier and exercise a lot more, which is what I am doing. I swim 4 days a week and then walking my dog on the weekends.
We didn't really start to worry about it until I think she was 8. When Dr. us to seek a nutritionist to kind of address the issue. And I just remember at that time we called the nutritionist that he wanted us to, and we were told we don't see church medic. It has to do a lot with their self-esteem, especially with girls once they hit their teenage years, because
Kid.
watch what I eat.
My doctor, he told me to join Weight Watchers, and I can't because I'm not old enough yet.
Then we stopped at that point and said, you know what, we know we have tools, we know what we're supposed to do. Let's just try and do it ourselves. Some of the things that I do when I look for healthier choices is doing the reduced fat. It's got more fiber in it. It's made with more whole grains. I look at the fat content, but cereal by its very nature is generally pretty low in fat. So cereal's a good go-to for pretty much any meal replacement.
But
My family will eat. I'm trying to consider that when I'm purchasing things.
I would expect that since I'm eating healthy and exercising a lot, that I would be able to lose more weight than I am. But my weight has mostly stayed the same. So sometimes it gets a little bit frustrating.
do push-ups. Yeah.
This whole generation of kids, they're doing their best, they're torturing themselves to do the cure that we tell them, and it's the wrong cure. And we're blaming the willpower, the moral fortitude of these kids. It's a crime.
There is a solution to obesity. It's energy balance. It's balancing calories in and calories out.
Or eating and drinking too much.
Yeah, it's not there, you nub.
Have greater emphasis on getting that energy balance.
Nowadays, there's this phrase, let's practice energy balance. Okay, we're going to make sure that we know how to match the calories in to the calories out so that we don't get fat. It's nonsense. You eat, say, 110 bites of food a day, and you only burn off 109. Even if there's a Guinness World Record holder of calorie counting, the calories in, the calories out, nobody can do it. 340.
For you next.
Drinking.
We certainly don't want to discourage people from exercising or underplay the importance of physical activity to health, but we are not going to exercise our way out of this obesity problem. To burn off just 1 20-ounce cup, a child would have to bike for an hour and 15 minutes. Most people don't have that much time in their day.
So if you burn a calorie, sleeping, you burn a calorie. Exercising, it's...
I only have 1 kilo.
For that we have really good...
What?
Why is a calorie not a calorie? Alright, let's give you an example. Let's take it easy. Let's take almonds. If you consume 160 calories in almonds, because of the fiber in the almonds, so the food is not going to get absorbed immediately. So your blood sugar rise is going to be a lot lower. It's going to be for longer. So what's the opposite of the almond? Well, the opposite of the almond would be soft drink. Because there's no fiber, they get absorbed straight through the portal system to the liver. The liver gets this big sugar rush. When your liver gets that onslaught, it has no choice but to turn it into fat immediately. So 160 calories in almonds or 160 calories in soda. You tell me which is better.
Almond. No, almonds are better.
Being sold a message contrary to the science. Our weight, we're told,
Conrad's dad.
and calories out. All calories in, including Coca-Cola and everything else
balance with calories.
Conrad Apex Legends is from the Russia.
Food industry is really a cottage. We're handing industry a big gift, and that they get to confuse the issue.
Conrad girl.
About exercise. It's all about the spin, right? So the food industry is good at kind of taking half-truths and then stretching them. Food companies are interested in selling more food. That's their job as a corporation. And one way to do that is to co-opt potential critics. Soft drink companies fund research in universities. They donate to professional societies. And in fact, I just saw a new major analysis that says that soft drinks have nothing to do with obesity. And the study was sponsored in part by Coca-Cola.
We haven't heard this kind of association before. It's the American
Conrad Mad.
Physicians. They have partnered up with
Conrad.
Coca-Cola, which, definitely a head scratcher.
Immediately after Coke's announcement, a group of 20 doctors who help make up the American Academy of Family Physicians publicly resigned.
How can any organization that claims to promote public health join forces with a company that promotes products that put our children at risk?
But not all doctors see it the same way, particularly those whose research is funded by the industry.
Even though study after study has shown soda to be a significant contributor to America's staggering obesity crisis, Dr. Allison says there's not enough solid evidence. But his critics say Allison is motivated by something else, by all the money he has repeatedly taken from Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and the American Beverage Association.
Was there evidence that said the ingestion of sugary beverages actually contributed to the obesity problem?
Ingestion of all calories contributes to obesity. One question you might ask is whether sugary beverages contribute more so.
Conrad need
It's
weapon.
a very challenging question to ask.
Well, let me ask you that. Do they?
It's a good question. There's reasons to believe they might, but I don't think the evidence is quite clear. For example,
What would be the science behind that?
well, the ideal study might be requiring people to, excuse me, let me start again. Just get my thoughts together.
You look like he about to lie.
We know sugar beverage consumption is producing diabetes, but obesity is just ridiculous to think otherwise. And of course, research shows it to be the case. And people are getting wise to industry-funded studies that show the opposite.
If you're peddling Coca-Cola, Pepsi, sugar water, Gatorade, you don't want your food to be considered inherently fattening, just as the tobacco industry would have preferred that their product not been considered inherently capable of causing cancer. Because like cigarettes literally cause lung cancer, certain foods literally make you fat.
Ah!
What did you have for lunch? Let's take truth. Hamburger. Milk. Milk and juice.
They give them both. If you don't go on diet and you try to eat healthy food, your brain is still telling you eat. It's not what I want. No, get something else. You still get used to that fattening stuff. That's why it's hard to go on diet.
You never feel no better. This time of night you'll look at me. So you're going to be in the same thing because you only get so many chips.
I'm trying to lose weight. Weight is pretty heavy. 180. I'm pretty heavy dude. That's why I try to get exercise in and eat some healthy food every day.
Just tell us what that.
We started eating different things, more fruits and vegetables. We limit our starches. We limit our breads. We keep healthier snacks. He loves Hot Pockets. So we have lean Hot Pockets.
That still don't make it up to 20. Hell no.
It costs more to eat healthy. So we slip.
And I'm not gonna say we don't. Because it's easy to go in and buy the cereals with sugar in it. It's easier to buy chips because it's cheaper.
And that's what the food industry wants them to think. We want them to think it's cheaper.
KFC Family Feast. 9 pieces, any recipe, 3 large sides, 6 biscuits, $19.99. Do not give up on dinner.
You deserve a break today. You can get a value meal. These are messages that have kind of gotten embedded into our culture, into their thinking, but there is well-documented scientific proof that you can eat well for less, and they don't know that.
How is the diet control going?
Diet control for him is better. When he first was wacky, but it's a lot better.
I'm happy to hear that you think things are going so well, but it's a bit concerning because when I look at Wesley, he doesn't look any thinner. In fact, he actually looks bigger than he did a few years ago. And what I see from the data is that he's continued to gain weight even faster than the rate that he was before. His weight is even higher than it was last time.
I'm eating less, I'm eating better. I exercise more, and I don't really go out.
Do you notice that his skin here is starting to get a little bit dark and a little bit thin? It's part of what we call metabolic syndrome. His body is already starting to show some of the adult signs of overweight and obesity.
I worry about that. I have heart attack and seizures. I've seen these things on me. I've seen my family have had it too. And I worried myself I had it. On your leg.
It's not just genetics. We're seeing strokes in 8-year-olds. We're seeing heart attacks in 20-year-olds. We're seeing kids at 30, by their 30th birthday, needing renal dialysis for kidney failure because of these problems.
Genetics are a very important part of this, and certainly there are people who are genetically susceptible and genetically prone. But genetics is not what this is about.
When I was young, the obesity rates were actually pretty rare among children. There's been a stunning increase.
We haven't had a situation throughout the whole history of mankind until the past 30, 40 years. Most experts say the obesity epidemic really has taken place in the last 30 years or so. Looking back, do you think there's anything that your administration or other administrations could 30 years?
1980, zero for the kids.
Most experts say the obesity epidemic really has taken place in the last 30 years or so. Looking back, do you think there's anything that your administration or other administrations could have done to prevent this?
I don't know. I missed it. So we knew that we had an effort to try to increase the exercise programs in the schools and improve the cafeteria requirements, but I don't think we appreciated the magnitude of it. We've got all these kids, even preteens with type 2 diabetes now. That used to be called adult onset diabetes. It's unheard of for young people to get. And it's becoming a big problem in other parts of the world. Second fastest growing area in Middle East and North Africa. It's not only a personal tragedy for a lot of young people and fears for their quality of life, their mobility, but it will lead to enormous complications for us.
As physicians, we know how to take care of a 50-year-old and 60-year-old with type 2 diabetes. What none of us have done is to take care of that 10-year-old with type 2 diabetes for 5, 6, 7 decades. We don't know the consequences of that. And that scares me greatly.
If there's a moment in time marking the start of the obesity epidemic, it's 1977, the McGovern Report.
The Senate Special Committee on Nutrition is looking into the connection between heart disease and diet.
Expert testimony before the Committee on Nutrition and Human Needs warned Senator George McGovern that obesity would soon be the #1 form of malnutrition in the United States.
We get the kind of overwhelming consensus that's developed before this committee, it seems to me we have some obligation to share that with the American public.
With predictions of rising medical costs, the committee issued the very first dietary goals for Americans, noting that our diet had become overly rich in fatty meats, rich in saturated fats and cholesterol, and rich in sugar. The Egg, Sugar, Dairy, and Beef Associations, with sales of their products in danger, united and flat out rejected the government. They even demanded a rewrite.
The Byzantine politics that I saw taking place here the last couple of weeks had to do with the power of lobbies.
Despite McGovern's best intentions, the dietary goals were indeed revised, and the words reduced intake were removed from the report for good. Instead, they encouraged Americans to buy leaner products and buy more food with less fat. And so, the 1980s began with a new health doctrine and a brand new market. Every food product imaginable re-engineered to be low in fat.
Take the fat out of the food. It tastes nasty. It's terrible. It tastes like garbage. Food industry did that. Had to do something to make the food palatable, to make it worth eating. They could dump in the sugar.
We gonna take off the bag.
Between 1977 and 2000, Americans have doubled their daily intake of sugar.
Sugar is poison. It is a chronic, not acute, chronic, dose-dependent, depends on how much you eat, because
ew, sugar's nasty.
Hepatoliver toxin. The metabolic diseases that are associated with obesity, the diabetes, the heart disease, the lipid problems, the strokes, the cancer, those diseases are being driven by sugar.
Fructose, the sweet part of sugar, can only be processed in the liver. When your liver is pushed to the max, the pancreas comes to the rescue by producing excess amounts of a hormone called insulin.
Insulin is an energy storage hormone. Insulin turns the sugar into fat for storage. That's insulin's job.
High levels of insulin can also block your brain from receiving the signal that you're full.
Problem is, your brain thinks you're starving. So how do you feel when you're starving? Crappy, tired, slothy, sit on the couch, doesn't do anything. And of course, hungry. Well, I've just described every obese patient. The behaviors that we associate with obesity, eating too much.
Why are you watching people that are getting fat? Why are you watching that?
Alright, I'm at the grocery store with my mom, and so far...
Boy!
The problem is, sugar isn't just in cookies and desserts.
If you go to the supermarket, there are 600,000 food items in America. And 80% of them have added sugar.
Sugar can hide behind many names on nutrition labels, like sucrose, fructose, glucose, dextrose, lactose, maltose, invert sugar, and turbinado sugar. And the most well-known of all, high fructose corn syrup.
You will absorb them exactly the same. And so all of the studies that have pitted high fructose corn syrup against sugar show no difference between the two. They're both equally bad.
So too much sugar in any form is dangerous, even if the high fructose corn syrup is replaced with any of these other varieties.
It's not just all of the excessive sugars, but the processed starches too. White bread, white rice, potato products, prepared breakfast cereals are digested into glucose literally in an instant in the digestive tract. And you can eat a bowl of cornflakes with no added sugar, or you can eat a bowl of sugar with no added cornflakes. They might taste different, but below the neck, they're metabolically the same thing.
When you consume sugar naturally, that is in fruit, you're getting the fiber that you need to mitigate the negative effects. Am I worried about fruit? No. But am I worried about fruit juice?
I can't even hit my sights. What the heck?
I want to know if diet soda is good for you or bad for you.
A lot of people think that they can just switch from sugar to artificial sweeteners. Diet this, diet that, Splenda, aspartame. But it triggers hormonal responses that cause you to produce more insulin. They make you crave more. They make you hungry. You think sugar's on the way. Your brain's like, oh, wait a minute. I think sugar's coming. I tasted it. So low sugar, low fat, diet foods, they're dangerous and they're actually disease producing as well.
Disease doesn't happen with one meal, but it happens with 1,000. But that's what we have, because now sugar is with every meal.
Good morning. I'm just ready to go to school this morning. I just ate some cereal. Sweet on the tip of my tongue. You taste like sunlight.
We're gonna end the stream right there. So goodbye. Yay! Yay!